Hello printmakers, I'm going to show you your second book today. This one is called a saddle stitch, which is a very typical book style. Generally you can use stapler or you can use a needle and thread. So if you have a stapler and some scissors and a couple sheets of paper will be necessary today. The first thing that you'll do is you'll start by folding to your corners, making a nice crease, running your nail along the crease. And then you'll be doing a hot dog fold, lining those corners up. Again, a really nice seam. You'll want to do this with several sheets of paper. So in order to show you, I've done several sheets of paper, 3 in fact, so we get several pages to our book and they're all folded exactly the same. Then you'll fold and fold, fold and fold, fold and fold. So now all of your papers look the same with the same kind of folds. Notice these folds are at the top of each of the pages. From here, you're going to place them inside one another, making sure that all of the seams are at the top and the open pages are at the bottom. From here, using your scissors, you will go along and cut at the very crease of your book, as crisp as you can get it, by just sliding your scissors right in there and cutting along that fold line. So I'm going to do that for all of my books. And you might think, well, I'm getting a little bit of a rough cut, and I'll show you how you can trim that here in just a minute once we staple this binding together. And I'm on my last 2 here. And my final scissor cut. So now each of your pages are literally pages in a book. We want to now create a binding. So at this time, you want to take your stapler, and notice my stapler is pretty small, so my pages are going to run into the stapler at the end. So I'm just going to curl my pages just a little bit and then staple right there in the seam. And one final there. Now, if you do not have access to a stapler, but you do have needle and thread, you can create a little stitch mark just like the stapler has done as well. Now, at this point, you may have that rough edge here, and so I would suggest trimming the entire thing with all the pages together to get a nice fine top line where your pages look nice and crisp. So now you have your book. Side stitch, side saddle stitch. Thank you.